Hello, I am Doug Heater, President of the School Board, and with me are Dr. Greer Greichek and the Business Manager Linda Steinberg to discuss this year's budget, a tax levy of less than 1/4%, which is the lowest tax levy in the last 40 years. Dr. Greichek.
Thank you, Doug. We are a service organization, and as such, we provide a high-quality public education to over 3,600 students each and every day. We are open year-round with over 500 students coming in for academic programs, enrichment programs, and various camps. Our buses travel approximately 1.4 million miles each year, taking students to and from school, to field trips and athletic competitions and other various competitions in the fine and performing arts. We have over 750 dedicated employees, and as such, we are the largest employer in our area. We are very proud to offer a comprehensive academic, athletic, and co-curricular program. And in order to prepare our students to be college and career ready, we collaborate with all of the area colleges and universities, from Bard to Marist to Dutchess and Vassar, Mount St. Mary, every one of our area colleges, SUNY New Paltz, every one of these colleges and universities have programs that we collaborate with to provide our students an enhanced program. We also offer AP courses, 18 of them, honors courses, and a full academic support program. Additionally, we have approximately 140 students attending the Career and Technical Education Center each year. In order to prepare our students for the globally connected world, we are complete with our technological infrastructure system and provide digital learning tools for students each day. How do we accomplish this each year? We prepare our budget annually, and as such, I will turn that over to Linda Steinberg to share our budget presentation. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you. The 2016-17 budget reflects the Board of Education goals, which are create a budget to maintain as many programs as possible given the budget cap. Any spending reductions should be distributed with equity and focus more closely on actual spending instead of projected rollover numbers. There are 3 propositions on the May 17th ballot. The first proposition is for the general operating budget of $90,437,654. Proposition 2 is for the purchase of school buses for a total cost of $1,005,219. The third proposition is for the establishment and funding of a capital reserve of $2 million. Proposition 1, which is the general operating budget, represents a 2.15% budget-to-budget increase. As Mr. Heater stated earlier, it's the lowest tax levy increase amount in 40 years, or $129,442, or 0.22%, which is less than 1/4%. The district is tax cap compliant for 2016-17. The proposed tax levy of $57,948,712 is the allowable tax levy. The budget is comprised of 3 components: program, administrative, and capital. The proposed 2016-17 program component is 76.74% of the total budget. Administrative budget is 9.37% of the total, and the capital budget is 13.89% of the total budget. The detail of the budget is available in the public budget document, which will be in every school building and online. Proposition 2 is for the purchase of is for the purchase of 9 66-passenger school buses for a total cost of $1,005,219. The net cost after state aid of approximately 54.9% is $453,354. Proposition 3 is for the establishment and funding of a capital reserve of $2 million. The term is 10 years, and the purpose is to be used for capital project improvements and renovations, including but not limited to a district-wide roof project or any other projects listed in the building conditions survey. The funding source is current year, that's 2015-16 unassigned fund balance. This is not part of the 2016-17 budget or the 2016-17 tax levy. Since expenses from this reserve would be classified as a capital project expense, the New York State Education Department would consider them aidable at the current aid ratio. There is a new property tax credit that is related to STAR. Every Hyde Park Central School District taxpayer receiving a STAR exemption and earning less than $275,000 will receive a rebate of $130 from New York State. Available to veterans in the Hyde Park Central School District is the Alternative Veterans Tax Exemption. It is available on a veteran's primary residence. There was a 15% reduction in assessed value for those that served during the time of war, and an additional 10% reduction in assessed value for those that served in combat zones. There's also additional exemptions for disabled veterans. Veterans can apply for this exemption through their town's assessor's office, but only need to do so once. If the budget is not approved by the voters, the district can resubmit the same budget or a revised budget for a community vote on June 21st. The approximate cost to hold a budget vote is $20,000. The district could also adopt a contingency budget with a 0% tax levy increase and the $2,286,482 in reductions. Under a contingency, no increase in the tax levy is allowed. All non-contingent expenditure items must be removed from a contingent budget. This includes, but is not limited to, community use of school buildings, student supplies, new equipment purchases, non-essential maintenance, capital expenditures except in emergencies, and salary increases for non-instructional, non-unionized staff. Certain non-mandated programs could also be considered for reduction under a contingency. Those programs are athletics, advanced placement in elective classes at the high school, co-curricular field trips, kindergarten, 6th and 7th grade language other than English, elementary librarians, and elementary instrumental. The budget hearing will be on Tuesday, May 10th at 7 p.m. at district office, and voter registration is Thursday, May 12th from 4 to 8 p.m. at the district office. This is the last day to register to vote. The annual budget vote and Board of Education member election is Tuesday, May 17th at Haviland Middle School from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Please email any of your budget questions to budget@hpcsd.org.
Public education is a pillar of our free and democratic society. In the words of FDR, we cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Reichek, and thank you for sticking with us to the end of this presentation. We believe this budget to be both responsible and cost-effective. Please exercise your right to vote, and thank you for your continued support.